Hello, everyone. This is Guillermo Sanchez, PhD in communications and also trainer and consultant for business and organizations. Today, we're going to talk about why to have difficult conversations, not how to, but why. And we're going to base that why in five principles. Number one is why do we call them difficult conversations? Number two, it's what can we change in people? Exactly, precisely. Number three is that we have to be aware if we can control results in general and especially when we're talking about specific conversations. Number four, it's what's driving me to do this, to have this conversation. From where do I have this conversation? And number five, it's what happens if you do not have that conversation. Let's go with the first one. Number one, it's easy. Why do we talk about difficult conversations? If you think about it, most of the time we do not really know how to face them. We do not have certain information. We do not know what is our approach or our aim. So sometimes we name them and we call them difficult conversations because we all do not know how to. So maybe if we stop calling them difficult conversations and just call them conversations, maybe we make it a bit easier. So think like this next time you have a difficult conversation, think if it's really difficult or if you were lacking some information, some approaches, some methods, whatever. Number two, we said it was that what can we change in people? It's quite difficult to change the way people is, but it's easier to change the way people does things. So we cannot change really if you think about it values people. We cannot change the way they are, but we can change certain behaviors. That's the key. Try to focus on behaviors, not on person is this way, I want them to be this other way. People does A, I want them to do B. That's easier. Number three, we said it's can we really control results? The thing is that when we are having a conversation with someone and we want them to change certain behavior, we cannot change, we cannot control them. We can control, that's a bad word. We can influence, that's a better word and that's a better approach. We can influence on their behaviors if we can do something, it would be influencing them. But the last word, it's on them. It's they will decide if they want to change their behavior or not. Maybe basing on the scene that we display, maybe they decide to change, but it'll be them, not us. Number four, it's what's driving you to have this conversation, we said. So when we're having a difficult conversation with somebody, we have to think what's driving me. Is it fear? Is it revenge? Is it punishment? Is it what is it? So if you find an honest motivation in which you protect yourself, you protect the company, or you protect the department, or you protect whatever you want, that's a better and more understandable motivation, and your behavior is going to be influenced by that also. So next time you have a conversation with somebody, ask yourself what's motivating me to have this difficult conversation. And number five, and most important, what happens if you do not have that conversation? People gets developed, people gets improved, people does better if somebody tells them what to do sometimes. So maybe next time you are afraid of having a conversation, think what's going to happen if I don't have this conversation. So if you keep these five principles in mind, your difficult conversations will be not that difficult and maybe they will be easier conversations.